I am about to get ready to do a full garden tour where I am about to show you guys. We're going to start in the front yard. I can show you everything that's going on here, and then we're going to go to the backyard because we have a lot of updates. You guys have been seeing us working on a lot of stuff, and so I'm going to basically show you guys everything just so you can get a full view of the garden. So first, here we have a row of pots in my front garden bed. This pot right here is actually one that Brittany bought for my birthday, and she actually got me something else I'm going to show you guys once we make it to the backyard. But I really love this pot. I think it is so cute, and I love the fact that it is ceramic. So I planted some Benary wine zinnias from Eden Brothers in here, and the next 3 pots are my zinnias that you guys potted up with me. You can actually see they are getting ready to start blooming. So those 2 don't have any these 2 don't have any buds on them yet, but this has its first one, and this is the Scabiosa mix. So I don't actually know what color they will be. And the next are my Raspberry Ripple and my Profusion Cherry. So I want to say that this one is the only Raspberry Ripple, and then I think the 2 outer ones may be my Profusion. And these are actually, I didn't pinch any of these. Sorry, y'all couldn't see that. I didn't pinch any of these. So this one, I don't know if it grows as a shorter variety, because you can see here it has a lot of buds on it, opposed to how this one is straight up. And I didn't want to pinch these because I do want these to kind of grow taller versus wider. So it'll be interesting to see how these actually fill out. And then here we have, I think this is my cupcake. This is my cupcake zinnia, which I have been the most excited to see what these are going to look like, because they are supposed to be really nice and fluffy. So I read a couple of reviews where people were saying they didn't actually look the way that the stock photo described, but it's a zinnia, so I decided to try it anyways. And then these 3 are my sunflowers. I put sunflowers in here. I don't know if I showed that to y'all. So sunflowers here. My first marigold has opened, and this is my orange flame marigold. And I do want to let you guys know that in all of these pots, with maybe the exception of this nasturtium, I'm actually planning, as my ranunculus get ready to die back, and they are starting to do that. I'll show that to y'all in a quick second. They are going to be replaced, so I'll come back and show you guys how I'm going to dig up my ranunculus and store them for the next season. And whenever I do that, I'll be transplanting a lot of these flowers into the open vacancies. So those are those. Here are my straw flower, which I hope make it. I'm gonna order some more because I ran out of seeds. My my other set that I have been starting, they haven't been doing anything for me. Like, they haven't actually they haven't sprouted, so I don't know what's going on with those. But here are my silver straw flower. My nasturtium has finally opened. You can see I have one here, and this really pretty one here. I love this. You can actually eat these too. Some people eat these in their salads. I have not done that, but they say they taste peppery. And then these are my Kilimanjaro. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. My white marigold that I have here. So now we will go to a full view of the actual garden. And my flowers, my roses are actually starting to bloom now. But I wanted to show you guys this. Here is a peony. It has been knocked around by the wind, and we got a lot of rain, y'all. So this is what it's looking like now. But this is my first peony I have ever gotten. And I planted these last year. All of my peony roots were from Eden Brothers. So that is the first one to bloom. And then you'll see all of the ranunculus are starting to die back. Some of my daffodils are finally starting to turn brown and die back. I'll be glad when they go ahead and do this, so I can keep them down and put some new flowers out. Again, you guys can see my roses have started to bloom. Not really going to focus much on the roses because they are going to get their own special rose tour as the season goes and they actually all start to open. But here's another ranunculus that is surprisingly getting ready to put another one out. Here is my elephant ears. I can't wait for them to get big or bigger. And then my cosmos are doing really well. I actually had a cosmo open, y'all. I don't even know what's going on because these are supposed to get a lot taller, and I have one that opened. So as you guys know, our plants tend to do what they want to do. More roses. Some of my sunflowers are actually starting to pop up. And actually, after I get done with this, I'm going to come out here and weed a bit because I've got a lot to do with that. I'm going to fill in these little spots like that. You guys can see like where the rain comes down, it just washes everything out. So I'm pretty much just going to put a bunch of mulch there to kind of cover it up. You can see that's the only rose that hasn't done anything yet. And then back there, you can't really see it. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. That's the Cosmo that I told you guys opened. Not too sure how or why. Here is a rose that is doing really nice. And my roses, y'all, my front yard smells so amazing right now. So I can't wait for them to actually continue to bloom all at the same time. So that way the scent can be stronger. There's Princess Anne. There is Munstead Wood. More of my elephant ears. And then I have more peonies. So, and there's the peony as well. So I'm going to go ahead and take you guys to the backyard. Let's go ahead and give you a full view of this area. And then we'll go ahead and go to the back. And then off camera, I'll come out here and do some weeding so I can show you all of the updates in the backyard. All right, so we are now in the backyard, and you guys have seen this. You saw this earlier where Brittany, she went ahead and fenced in her side for to have it as trellis material. She went in and let me see if I can get a close-up of this, because she used paper clips to hold everything together, and I don't remember if that was shown or not. So she also did go in and she added on top of the area where she put the compost, and then she put the cardboard on top of it so that the compost would not break through. She also added these little bricks here that you see so that it can be a little bit more sturdy for her when she walks. More of a little walkway area. And you can see everything that she planted here as well. And if you're wondering what the white powder is, that is diatomaceous earth. If you're new to gardening, so far it's been working pretty well. And then here's my side where I showed you guys my area and my walkway. Now you may have noticed I added the last little bit of well, actually I bought more of my trellis material because I had to cover up my dahlias, which I will show you. And I just went ahead and fenced in that back area because that's where all of my most of my trellis stuff is. And then you can see I added me a row of squash and zucchini, and my tomatoes and everything are doing pretty well. And then again, I showed you guys, I believe, in my previous video, but here is another update of the banana pepper that has made its way in. So, and we got all of our trellis material in this shade, these shade cloths from Lowe's. So no, Brittany got her trellis material from Home Depot. I got mine from Lowe's, and we got the shade cloth from Lowe's as well. So now I'm taking you to the area where my loofah is. This is where I am hoping it will grow. I did not want to do the whole cattle panel thing because I really just didn't want a big, I didn't really want a big setup like that for this. So this is going to be dedicated specifically to the loofah. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that this will work out. Just took 4 T-posts. I got 6-foot T-posts from Lowe's, And then I just bought this little kind of wire material from Lowe's as well. And my first loofah is already in the ground. This is actually one of the ones we started in the soil block. So that's what that looks like. And hopefully it gets enough sun there, you know, as the sun moves throughout the day. And I am trying to pre-sprout some loofah seeds because they haven't been sprouting too well on their own. So I'm going to plan on putting some up more here towards the front where the sun is. So hopefully I can get those going and they can pretty much take over this area and do what they need to do. You guys have seen this area here with my tomatoes. I have since added tomato cages that I used last year for my dahlias. I have added those here, and they seem to be doing okay. And you can see you guys came along with me when I pinched them. These are starting to put on blooms. Now, this spoon tomato variety that I got for free, I believe this was from Baker's Creek. This is the only tomato that looks really thin and just unhealthy. So hopefully they make it, but I'm not sure if they will. And we also have tomatoes as well. So I forgot to show you guys that, but you can see them here. Let me figure out how to get in closer so you guys can see the tomatoes. So you can see them hanging right here. I believe this is my baby boomer variety. But the tomatoes are here. Yeah, and that is my baby boomer variety, which I heard is very prolific because it was the first one that started to put on blooms. And even after I pinched it back and took the blooms off, they still showed back up. And here are some more of the tomatoes, just kind of up close. And now I'm kind of even checking to see if any of my other varieties have anything going on. You can see my watermelon, which I need to move this watermelon from here because I need to put this in an area that's going to get more sun. Now moving on to the dahlias, you guys know I had to put this obnoxious covering over this because whatever it was coming up and it was digging up my tubers. So I almost kind of want to cut this, at least cut the excess of this off and try to make it to where just this top part has a covering. I think I am going to work on that at some point. But the dahlias are starting to come in. So there's just an update of that. And then here are the potatoes. And this plumeria tree that I haven't showed you guys in a long time, I planted this up last fall. I have my milkweed. And I did a little shorts video of that. So here's milkweed that was bought as a root from Eden Brother. These are the ones I started from seed, and then here are more of them that I started from a root. And here are some of Brittany's banana trees. Here is something new that you guys have not seen, and these are some more beds that we installed. So we are going to go back and add more soil to these. And right now, those short, I don't believe those short ones are going to stay. We are going to go back and get the proper, or we may leave it like that, I'm not sure. But I know we are going to add another plank there, so that way we can build these a little bit deeper. And I have already placed corn back here. So some of these are corn that we started in soil blocks together. And I need to focus on pulling some more of the soil back this way since these aren't too deep. but I wanted to show this to y'all because y'all haven't seen these yet, and I had been telling y'all that we were going to build more plots. So this is what they look like for now. Here's just some more of those Benary wine zinnias that I planted that are going to be the forefront of our gazebo area. And here is the squash that in the previous video I told you would be planted in this bed. So squash and zucchini. Here is the onion bed. The onions are starting to look a lot better now. We can actually see them. They are starting to thicken out, and I am starting more onion. Hopefully it will sprout soon, but I'm starting that inside. Well, actually I think I have them outside right now. The bed that you guys have seen in so many videos, we actually are going to go ahead and harvest this this kohlrabi. I want to go ahead and start getting some of this stuff out of this bed, and sooner than later. So I'll probably give it about another week or two. And then outside of the cabbage, I'm gonna see how far I can push the cabbage. If the cabbage seems to take a bad turn, I'm gonna go ahead and pull it so that that way I can at least eat the leaves that are on there. But I'm going to get that kohlrabi today. Trying to leave the broccoli to see if these side shoots are going to get any bigger to where I can harvest those. And then here is another small plot that Brittany built specifically for her lime tree. And this lime tree, she actually started this from seed. So she's very nervous about this one because she was nervous about putting it in the ground. She's had it in the pot basically for its entire lifespan. And she came out here and she thought about it after the fact that maybe she should have recorded it. I believe she did say that she has more banana trees that she's going to show you guys how she basically like what's her process for putting these kind of things in the ground. But this is her lime tree again that was started from seed, and I believe she said this is either year 2 or year 3 for it. So fingers crossed, you guys. Send positive waves this way that this one will be successful and that it will make it. And then she also stuck this banana tree in the ground. So again, she is supposed to come back and show you guys how she did this when she gets ready to plant more in the ground. We are over here by the dahlia bed, and still so far only about 4 of them have actually shown back up. One of the dahlia seeds that we started together, I went ahead and put it in the ground so it can go ahead and get going. Not sure if those other dahlias are going to make it, but if not, I am trying to start more from seed that I can put in this bed. I don't know what is going on with these carrots. It looks like maybe something's eating these. They didn't look like this before. So I may have to get back on my spraying. But these are looking pretty good. I actually need to fertilize some stuff. And this is of course just our seed table that you guys always see. More of Brittany's potatoes. The beets that we transplanted over together. And here is the other birthday gift that Brittany gave me, which is this wagon that I have been really appreciative of because I'm always hauling stuff. So I really love this, and I have been using it already, and it has come in handy. So I just wanted to show you guys this as well. And here are the rest of the things that we have out here. So I also wanted to show you, for some reason this broccoli here made it. I have not covered this broccoli up. I have not put any type of pest control on it, and we still got a broccoli. So this one was the strongest out of the bunch. This was my sweet bunch variety. And so it made it. I may actually come out here and cover it up, kind of how I see people taking the rubber band and covering it, because I don't want a bird or anything else to get to it before I get to harvest it. So I just thought that was interesting enough to show. And that is really it. And basically, as my marigolds and things have popped up, I transplanted them into these pots the way I did the ones that you guys saw in the front, because I want to let them grow up bigger before we start to like transplant them and interplant them between things like tomatoes and stuff. And then my lavender, I transplanted this over yesterday because I realized, I looked over and I saw it and I had completely forgotten about it. And it was in one of those smaller cups and it smelled phenomenal. So I'm very proud of that. I hope that it will continue to grow. And yeah, that's really all we have going on. So I'm just about to go take care of more, just take care of some small stuff around the garden, get some stuff watered, get some stuff fertilized. I'm about to set y'all up because I almost forgot. Actually, I don't have to set y'all up for this. Let's just go ahead and do it now. We're gonna go ahead and harvest this kohlrabi plant. It looks like I took up some other stuff with it. Yeah, I did. Oh y'all, there's an onion in here. Wow. A red onion. I wasn't expecting this. So, wow. Okay, well, we'll take this in the kohlrabi, and there are ants all in here, so I gotta move fast. So here is the harvest for today. I did not expect to find this onion, but yeah. Keep in mind, y'all, that these onions were transplanted when they were pretty tall. They were pretty strong green onion, and I thought by me pulling them up they wouldn't bulb, but I guess I was wrong because they have bulbed. And here's this kohlrabi. You guys can see, I think that I could have gotten this, I think I could have waited a little bit longer, but it's also starting to warm up, so I don't know how these do in the heat because we get some pretty warm days out here. But like I said, I still have that other one to leave, so that is pretty much going to be it for everything that I'm going to show y'all today. So if you did like this video, please do give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Also turn on your notification bell so that you'll know every time we post new content. And until next time, we will see you all in the next video. Okay, and then I almost forgot. I wanted to make sure I came in here and showed you guys the lead pot system as well, because we are still growing in this system. We've mostly just been growing lettuce in it, and I've really been loving the lettuce that I've been growing in here. So I've pretty much just been growing my free seed varieties that have been sent to me every time I order from Baker's Creek. And then I think one of these, this variety here, I think came from Botanical Interest as a free seed as well. So after this comes out, I'm going to start more mint and lavender. But I did want to show this to you because we do still actually use this. It wasn't something that we just showed you because they send it to us. I actually actively grow in this system. So just wanted to show you guys an update on that as well.